Come in.
Hi.
Hold on. What's, what's going on?
I was gonna say sorry. I don't know.
Oh, don't worry about it. No big deal. I'm doing a live.
Okay.
I'll just talk to you a little bit later.
Good night.
Hey there, everybody. Um, I'm not sure is it live or not. I think it is. Well, I guess it is. People are starting to show up. It's kind of the middle of the night. Hi there, guys. I'll probably get all kinds of people on the other side of the world over in UK and Australia with the time change being all different. Oh yeah, still lots of people around. The question is going to be how many people are in the States and still on. Yeah, 7 a.m. in the UK. I see. Yeah, but that's nice. You get to see something different for a change. 3 a.m. in Canada. That's pretty late. It's just midnight here, which is still pretty late. But I just thought I'd do a random live. It's kind of a little sad tonight, a little lonely. Grandma Key doesn't have a new refrigerator. No, no, she doesn't. It's not like our refrigerator doesn't work. It's just got issues. I think our oven needs has more issues than our refrigerator these days. It's not warming up like it should, and stuff's not cooking like it's supposed to, and sometimes it doesn't light, and it's a bit of a hassle. I could try to fix it, but ovens are not particularly expensive, so at least gas ovens, anyways. Yeah, anyways, I just thought I'd do a little live and just kind of, I don't know, waste some time with you guys and hang out a little bit. We had today was Saturday. It was our Jubilee Days, which is a big parade. And we were actually in the parade this time. We've gone to the parade every year for, well, since I've been married for sure. So, well, first couple years, did we go? Yeah, I think we did. So, anyways, I'm not even sure what it's about, but they kind of do it all around here. And I was talking to someone, they do a similar one in Sheridan, which is, a couple hours away. And so, I think it's about the rodeo. There's a rodeo week maybe or something. I'm not sure why, but they do the same things. It's like let's talk to the person in Sheridan. They have bed races there, and we have bed races here. You guys don't know what bed races are. They have these metal frames that look like beds. They're not really beds, um, and they have wheels on them. And two teams try to race and go around some things and come back, and they do that in both places. So I don't know how that tradition got started or what. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off topic. So we've taken the kids every year. And gotten candy at the little parade where people have little floats by floats or car or a trailer advertising their business, and they throw candy, and the kids have always loved it. And so we've have several clips on our channel if you've been watching any for a long time. And anyways, so this time we were actually in it, and so we had an advertise. I had my car with the Lightning McQueen, and I had my mileage on the car, and we threw candy out. And then Judah drove his truck with our little trailer, and I had a little sign on there for our computer business and his greenery business, his landscaping mowing business, and so that was fun. And we've never done it from that angle, which was nice. So we designed a cannon. Um, it's funny because we went through three iterations. We wanted to do since we've been doing this the whole time. I was thinking, man, they don't ever throw enough candy. The iterations are not. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Um, we I thought ever since I've been sitting out in the audience waiting, while we get the candy, that Man, if I did a float, I could design a cannon that would just launch massive amounts of candy. The kids would get so excited. And I've been thinking about that forever. And so we decided, hey, let's do that. And so we designed this can, it had all kinds of pipes, and spent a bunch of money on, PVC and stuff and glue and stuff together. Then realized it had problems. So we redesigned it, did it a different way. I bought a bunch more stuff. Then I said, you know what? It's all powered by Judah's leaf blower. And I thought, how about we just put a funnel on top of the attachment of your leaf blower that he wasn't using, and just you can just put candy in it and blow it out, and it worked great. It was super simple, super easy, and launched candy everywhere. Let's see. I didn't see the purple. Whose is purple? I didn't see anybody that was purple. Oh, you know what? That's right. They do it. They did add something recently. I'm not seeing it here. I saw it the other day when we did a live on the computer. So maybe it's not on the phone, or maybe my app probably isn't updated. So maybe I'm not seeing it. But I saw it recently. Yeah, it has something to do with the more of a fan they decide you are. They give you points or something like that, I think. But I'm not seeing it here on this version of the app. I need to update my app. But anyway, so it was an interesting day. It was kind of cool though. After we did the parade, it was weird not being in the audience. So Papa Gary and some of the kids' cousins were sitting out in the collecting candy, where we threw them a bunch of extra candy. The kids were super excited, and so we managed to. We were in the middle of the parade, and so we managed to get through the parade, and then we went and parked, and then walked down and just hung out with them a little bit. And while we were there, I got to meet someone from, I think it's South Carolina. I think her name was Tanya, and she said she watches the channel, and got a picture with me. It was so fun, and I was kind of caught off guard, but it was a kind of a cool thing. I kind of wish I got to talk to her a little more, but before you know it, it was all over, and she ran off. And so I guess if you're watching, Tanya, you should, before you guys go back, maybe we should go do something. It'd be fun to get to hang out with you a little bit more. 19-hour shift. Oh, hey, Aunt Josie, haven't seen you in a long time. Anyways, so it was an interesting day. We did that, and the kids really had fun throwing candy. I bought so much candy. I filled three of those Home Depot buckets full of candy, and then I had a little cooler of candy, of kind of some different kind of chocolates and stuff, the kind of the good stuff. In my car while I was just driving. I just drove my car. We had a little bit of candy, but most of the candy came from the kids in the back. So we had my car and Judah's car, but we ran out, and they said they had plenty of candy, but they did run out by the end, which is funny. So anyways, how many people are out there? It looks like about 100 people. It was fun. It was nice to get to meet somebody who watched the channel. That was exciting. I enjoyed that. That was a highlight of my day. Of course, the kids had a lot of fun. It was fun doing the parade, but when you're planning it, it's more of it's less of a fun and more of something you have to do. So you had to line up. You had to get there super early, and we had to wait about an hour or so while they were getting ready to do the parade, and then it's all, oh my gosh, don't forget that kid. I gotta throw candy to that child, and they were all just standing there, all sad with their little things. It was pretty fun. Hey there, Billy. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Well, we like that you watched too. It was a nice day, but here it is. The day's over. I'm laying in bed, and it's super lonely. And I'm thinking about Andrea a lot today, since this is a day we wish she would always be around. And I would have never gone to a parade like this in my entire life. I don't want to go to a parade. I don't. They're just cars driving down the road, but the kids love them, and so she made everything fun. And so we went and did all the different activities, and there was always picnics and all kinds of stuff. And it was a big social event for her because everybody from the town came out, and so I was always just kind of the dad who was sitting there just twiddling his thumbs. But so I'm thinking about her a lot, and um, it's just so quiet tonight, and I can't fall asleep. So I thought it'd be fun to, I don't know, call you guys and just, I don't know, spend some time just talking to you a little bit, just visiting and having someone to talk to. So 714 in Scotland. Yep. I know you get different people on the lives when I'm doing it at midnight. How many people are in the States up this late? I'm so glad, Elaine. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm really, I mean, I know she's gone and I'm not hardcore in tears or anything, but it's just too quiet. And just that's one of those times where, when you're married, you get to just talk whenever you want. Mm. Yep, it's good to get to see you. Hey, North Alaska, good to see you. Oh man, Massachusetts, East Coast. So you're hardcore. Want to try with the anxiety gets me. I had that too. I'm not good at doing things that are new, so I feel like I'm not supposed to do them. Why did I feel that the other day? I don't remember. But when I go places I've never been before, or do things I haven't done before, it makes me feel like I'm supposed to ask Andrea if I'm doing this right, or should I do this or should I not do this, or I feel like I'm getting in trouble if I don't tell her, which is bizarre. But hey there, Ava, you have to move on. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I want to move on. I just need to find someone who wants me. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Yeah, it's I don't know why it's weird doing new things. It's like many times I'd have a weird idea about something like I don't know, maybe we should do this with the kids, or maybe we should take the kids and go do this thing, or maybe we shouldn't do this thing I mean, whatever you're thinking about with the kids, and I think about those things, and she'd say, that's not a good idea because of XYZ, and you're probably better if you just do this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're totally right. And she says, or better yet, wait till this time and then do it like this. And so I would just say, okay, great, decision's made. I don't have to think about it. I mean, it's done. And so when she's not here, I don't. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. It's just so interesting. Things I never would have worried about before. Dean passed away. Oh my gosh, that's just very recent. March. Pray first and listen to the Bible. All scriptures was personal. I'm always listening to the Bible. It's playing right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but my little audio Bible's always going here. Um, I've heard it so much, it's almost background noise now, and so it's the kind of thing that doesn't help me fall asleep. And I was doing an audiobook that I was dreading. I didn't love it actually, and it's the ninth book in the series, and I kind of feel like I'm stuck, and I have to keep listening. And so it was a 27-hour audiobook, and so it would put me to sleep all the time. I was going to sleep like crazy. But the one I'm listening to now, I absolutely love, like love the series. This is the eighth. I'm in the ninth book of this one too, and it's one of my favorite audiobooks of all time. And so I end up staying up to like 2 a.m. listening to it because I can't turn it off. And I'm going to eat it all up and not going to be able to finish it. And I mean, not going to have anything left. And so I'm trying to ration it off, and I can't listen to that to fall asleep. Anyways, it's fine. I could fall asleep, I'm sure, if I really tried hard enough. It's just lonely, and I just thought it'd be fun to talk to somebody. So I thought, hey, you two people are always there for me. So Oh, thank you, Elaine. Yeah. What else has been going on? I was briefly dating somebody, and she seemed really great. I loved her kids, and she was local, but found a problem that was not reconcilable, that was not going to work. So um, that ended that. So, but that's just how things go sometimes. So I'm sure God will bring me the right person one of these days. Thomas is doing good. He's still working at the grocery store, and the grocery store puts on a lot during this parade, and so they organize the lunch, and so they donated stuff to sodas and buns, and they got a couple beef and sliced it into roast beef and served sandwiches. So he worked down there at the lunch place the whole day. I could saw him running like as fast as he could between the store and the fire department, when they were like needing more plates or whatever it was they were needing. So get by a car. Oh my gosh, that's so awful. I'm so sorry. I bet it was so scary. I don't know if you were able to talk to him during that time or if he was conscious or not. It's so sad. I'm praying for you. Oh, thank you, Denny. I don't know how to say your name. That's why I haven't been saying it. Let's see. Denny Sheeta? Is that right? But I don't know. Sometimes my faith doesn't seem like it's strong, but I know that God's taking care of me. So yeah, I am proud of him. He's a really kind boy. Oh, thank you, Angel. I'm sure. I've already, though, it's been 6 years. 6 years, and it'll be 6 years in August. I was only married to her for 20 years. So that's like a little less than a third of the time we were married. I'm now alone. Having to date. Dating sucks. Anybody else dating? It's awful. And it's like hard to find people, and then people dating my age, they're have a lot of pain and hurt and damage, and a lot of bad things have happened, and um, makes things difficult. And then, you know, it's just it's not terribly fun. I was really sad about this last lady because I really liked her, and we were compatible in a lot of ways, but it was kind of the religion stuff was definitely not going to be compatible. Um, but I only went on one date with her, but it was a really good date. So, well, thank you, Monica. It is hard to believe it's been that long. It's trying to find the right person. I mean, it shouldn't though. It's like it was so easy. I was thinking today while I was walking around. I took a walk today and just looked at all the people, watched the bed races a little bit, and walked around. And the kids didn't want to go, and it was so easy to get with Andrea, although we were set up. So I don't know how you're staying single. Dating is horrible. You're a great dad. Oh, thank you. Equally yoked is a problem. Yeah, for sure. All come with baggage as part of the history. Yeah, I've come to terms with that, um, and I'm okay with baggage and hurt and pain, and I'm kind of used to it by now. I've probably kind of went on dates with like, how many, like 6 women, and some of them 6 months apiece, and then went on one date with like 3 or 4 women. So it's just hard, not very fun. Hey there, Jade. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 6 years. Hard to believe. Claudia was 4. Hannah was 1. Solomon was 8. They were all so little. Hmm. But I'm sure things will work out eventually. It's quiet. You guys are quiet. I keep the conversation going. I gotta think of something to talk about. You guys are always good asking questions. What have we got going? My kid's got a birthday party tomorrow. The girls are all going to go to one of their little friends from youth group, which is fun. Oh, yeah, I'm still spending lots of time with my kids. I love my kids, and that's never going to change. I'm always a daddy, so whether I'm with somebody or not with somebody, I'm going to be spending time with my kids. Who's going to public school next year? Well, I haven't finalized everything and figured it all out, but um, I think most of them. I don't think Solomon is going to be there. Hannah really wants to go, and I think pretty much almost everybody's going to be there. So I guess we'll see. Walk down a cemetery, go watch. Oh yeah, they were so much smaller. Oh, thank you, Zoe. Always liked that name. Andrea wanted to name one of our girls Zoe, but at the time we knew somebody who had a dog named Zoe, and I couldn't get past that. It's a fine name though. Oh, thank you. Hey there, Edna. How do you like it that many of the kids go to public school? I don't like it very much. There's definitely some advantages, and but I like that they're all making friends. That's the best part. So I love that they're making friends. But there's always, drama at school too. Oh, so and so said something mean, and so and so made fun of me, and that kind of stuff. I don't like that. And someone picked on me, and those kinds of things. And so that makes me mad. It hurts my daddy heart a little bit. Um, and I feel like I'm cheating on homeschooling a little bit. I know how good it is, but I'll never forget when we had this live one time where we talked about that, and I was being really hard on public school. And I went to public school, and Andrea was like, "Well, not everybody can do homeschooling." I'm like who? And she's like, "How about single moms?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess that would be hard." And I felt really dumb at the time because I didn't even consider that. And now here I am, single dad, turned into the public school. But these things aren't the same without a mommy around. Dean and I are married 19 months. Oh man, both of our second marriage. Husband was 62 and I'm 58. Oh, I'm so sorry, Anna. That's awful. Going back to school shopping. Yep, we will definitely be doing that. It's a little. I guess I gotta be looking into that pretty soon, don't I? What do we got? Another month of? Oh my gosh. I don't know when school starts. I'm gonna have to figure that out soon. Oh, God never made me to be single. I hate it. Well, maybe I should try to go to sleep again. I just thought I'd maybe get distracted a little bit, talk to you guys, and maybe that'll let me fall asleep. August 25th. Oh, is that when school starts? Okay, it's the end of August. Still, it's about a month, a little over a month. Got to do all that stuff. I got to figure it all out. And Grandma Kitty always helped me when we were doing new kids at the public school, and got to do records transfer. And it's always interesting when you have a homeschooling. But maybe the fact that I don't know if she's going to be second grade, third grade. Let's see. She's 8. Hannah's really advanced as far as education stuff goes. She's really smart. Maybe I won't have to do any records. I don't know. To heal though, oh yeah. I mean, it's not that I haven't healed. It's not like I'm always gonna miss her, and it's always sad, and I always, I always get lonely. That'll probably never change. That's not the same as knowing that I want to be married again. That doesn't mean that I necessarily need to heal. That's what my heart desires. Yep, she's so smart. Some of the things she says is just so hilarious because she's figuring things out that aren't quite right in the books sometimes, which is cute. Or she'll tell jokes that with things she's thinking about that shows that she really understands it. Homeschooling is going to be a rare thing in the UK. It's mainly used as the absolute last resort for children for complex needs. Yeah, I mean, that was here at some point. Earlier in the 70s and 80s, I guess. I mean, and we wouldn't do it. I was a kid, but I heard it was really hard to homeschool then, and it was pretty rare. But you had a big explosion in it, and so it's just grown by leaps and bounds. Yep, Jay gives me all my info, so I can. I knew I was glad I couldn't remember if it was September or August, and so yeah. Oh my gosh, that's still like it's freaking me out. I don't know. I guess I gotta get a report card all figured out. I can't remember all the rest of the stuff. Grandma Kitty always helped when as far as maybe she did some of it already. Part of me thinks that she did. Internet made things and aspects. Yeah, actually there was another really big growth around the whole COVID thing. In COVID, people were freaking out, and so homeschooling grew a lot then. Um, but homeschooling's been steadily growing here for a long time, and I'm still a big advocate of homeschooling. I was about to give you guys a whole lecture on why y'all should homeschool your kids, but here I am not homeschooling my kids. So it's when you have trauma and damage and difficulties in a family, you just kind of got to roll with the punches. And let's just face it, I have a business. I'm not here a lot, and of course the big kids are helping the little kids. But the homeschooling just can't be without a mommy. Homeschooling's rough, and so you just kind of got to deal with what you got to deal with. Yep, give and take is just life. It's funny because in a lot of ways, like if I were to give myself a report card on being a husband, being a daddy, raising our kids, taking care of our house, our debt, all these different aspects of your life. Like when, like while me and Andrew were married, we were like nailing it. We were like straight A students, like A pluses all around. You know, had very little debt. Kids were very well mannered, very smart, and of course they're all still smart. But I mean, they were ahead. They were always they're doing all these great things. We were we're planting stuff. Everything was just so great. We were just knocking them all out of the park. And now I feel like it's like I did in school, all B's and C's, occasional D, couple A's, but it's I'm barely hanging on now. Not knocking them out of the park, but not out of the game yet. And so make getting by, but not as perfect as it was. And that's been an adjustment for me because I like to do things perfect. I'm very much a perfectionist. And so we were always thinking about the best way to raise our kids, the best way to organize the house, the best way to get debt free as fast as possible, the best way to run a business, like all these things. And now it's just if I'm getting it done at all, if the kids are eating and they're alive and they're happy, I'm calling it a win. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheila. Oh, thank you, Zoe. I mean, I know I'm doing a good job. Everybody, but what else am I gonna say? And I know things are good. They're good. My kids are happy and they're good. I just, when you do something and it's perfect, you know how you feel? It's like, oh my gosh, I did this like in school. I did this assignment perfectly. I'm gonna ace the test, and then you go and you ace the test, 100%, and you just think, see, I knew it, and you just have that feeling that you're like, man, nailing it. That feels good when it's about your life. And so, I think a lot about, the Tower of Babel effect, which I know not everybody on our channel is Christian, but I am. And of course, it affects my life in every way. So, but the story of the Tower of Babel, even non-Christians know that story. It's where God scrambles all the languages. And they built this tower. And everybody always thinks the story is like they were building a tower trying to get to heaven. And God didn't like that. So God destroyed the tower. That's not the story at all. And the interesting thing is something God says when they're building the tower. He says, look at man and speaking one language, they are able to accomplish this. If they continue on like this, then nothing they desire will be impossible for them. So then he goes down and scrambles their languages. It wasn't about the tower. It was about, it was like easy mode. It was like everything was so easy. They all speak the same language. Like they're gonna do it. They're gonna be able to do anything. And the idea was, I don't want that. It's too easy. There needs to be adversity. There needs to be challenges. It needs to be more difficult. And so I keep thinking about that Tower of Babel effect. When everything's going perfect all the time, I think sometimes God just gets down there and shakes things up a little bit. And because I think that ultimately this life is a test. I think this life is a test for the next life. And if you, and there's a verse there's a thing that Jesus said. It says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is unfaithful with very little will be unfaithful with much." And so, if you cannot handle worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? And so, worldly wealth is obviously not the riches. And so, I think that the riches is eternal life. It's our the life, next life in heaven. And so, this is the very little. We're here. If we can't handle this life in the very little. And so I think that this life is a test, anyways. And so I think if it's too easy, he shakes things up. So, oh, thank you, Pamela. Hey there, Ozzy. The kids are doing well. Having lost my dad when I was 10, so Justus was the same age I was when my dad died, when Andrea died. And so I can kind of relate to how he was feeling. I think in a lot of ways better. Um, it's funny how every age is different. And I think that the younger they are, the quicker they dealt with things. And the older they were, the harder it was on them. And even though we all miss her, I think that they're pretty much, the kids have accepted where they're at and they're pretty much all better. And, a good portion of them don't really remember her at all. I mean, Solomon was 8, and I was as even as 10. I have like a handful of memories of my dad. Very few. I can't remember what kind of person he was. I can't remember his voice. I can't remember. I have just a very few scattered memories, and so that's what they have. So basically, everyone younger than Justice has almost no memories, and like Hannah didn't even know her, and I don't think Claudia remembers her either. She says she does, but I don't really think that she does. She might have a couple memories here and there. Of course, the YouTube videos help, and so they watch and see those, and they kind of, when you see it a lot, it helps you remember them for longer. Especially with our screensaver, they help to kind of remember those things. But still, um, they're all pretty much recovered, and um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not, you know, I'm always gonna miss her, and it's not like I'm not ready to find somebody else, but it's it's still very hard trying to figure out how to think. And it's like I never thought that I needed her to breathe or any of that stuff or to walk or to live, but it kind of felt like I do now. You know what I mean? So, what are the plans for Grandma Kitty's house? That's probably not something we're going to talk about on the channel. Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna sign off, guys, and try to go back to sleep and see how it goes. I appreciate you hanging out with me and encouraging me. That's awful nice. And um, leave some comments, and I'll read them in the morning. Or you can reach out on Facebook if that's easier for you. All right. Well, thank you guys for either staying up late or any of those things. Getting up early, I guess, if you're in the UK. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. See you later.